on the square. Half-timbered houses is a way of building houses in the 12 to the 1500s.
He was saying that the half-timbered houses here are the timbers, and then it's clay and other things to fill in between the dirt. This is where they would have had the executions, the hangings and beheadings of people in this area. And the people would sit up in their windows and watch. People were taxed by the footage that their home, the width of their home, and so people kept their houses very...
That's Carl, he just returned. Look, his leg is hit. Yeah.
Broken ankle.
Like Mary.
God.
Not a good idea. High season.
Yeah.
And Alzheimer.
He was waving our flag there. This is the old they're holding the coat of arms, and this is the well. There's one was a lord and the other one was a very poor man, and the inscription says that when you die you take nothing with you. The Lutheran Church here, and many of the dukes and wealthy people are buried there.
On the other side, there were minutes for
the Duke had this special church chapel made.
It is about 15 minutes really uphill, but it is worth to do so. If you're a good walker, there is a way that leads you up there.
The builder, even though he was being paid by the Duke, thought the man was very arrogant in everything, having his own church built for his own family. So he made the monkey there to show him in his vanity. There's a castle up there that is just a shell of it left, but that some of them are going to walk up to the castle there. A little bit different view of the castle up there and some of the homes right here. The people who owned the castle got tired of all the expenses of keeping it up, and so they built this own. And when he married, then the emblem was combined, hers and his. This is where, for like the city hall, and when they want to get, a couple wants to get married, here's where they would come. This is the Rose Garden here.
This is very famous, and it must have a little bit of truth, because otherwise it would not be that popular.
This is a part of the old wall here that we've been walking by. And here is the gate to go into the city. What they have done, because of the floods and everything, they have a gate that they can attach to this wall and help keep out some of the flood water. This is the Tiber River, and not all that impressive until they have flooding. Shows how high it was at one time. To give you some idea, here's a couple of our group looking at it, and you can, this is just some of the buildings here. This is called the Elizabeth Gate here. We're in Heidelberg now, and this is the old castle area. The jail here was called Never Empty because they always had prisoners in it. The coat of arms of Heidelberg was pure silver, and it was stolen by Louis V, I guess. This is the oldest part of the castle here.
This used to house a library, yeah? And the library was something very, very important, and only rich people could afford it. But you can see also at the entrance gate a symbol of two ancestors of rich people. It also belongs to the family of the Wittelsbacher. Then there is also a big, hall inside. About 700 persons was to rent for festivals. For example, in 1917, the daughter of
This is the largest wine barrel in the world. There's 55,000 gallons it holds, and this is the second largest wine barrel in the world.
if you're really good.
This is the very latest put on in the 1600s is when this part was built. This was where the gunpowder was stored, and when the French king came, he happened to hit it directly, and all the gunpowder that was in there exploded, and then this piece then fell down later. This is part of the outside wall of the fortification for the castle. I have no idea how old it is. This area down here would have been the moat, and one of the guard towers is there. It's the main entry tower. And all this would have been the very first part of the castle that was built. It's a little bit closer look at the old stone bridge. It started out as a Catholic church and now is Protestant. And the reason it's so large is the Duke gave his precious books, and they're restored in here. This is the central marketplace, and the fountain is there for the people to get their water supply.
Get the ruins and send them forward to find more tourists. Yes. And then I wanted to.
This is the Jesuit church here. And I think she said it was in the 1600s, but I'm not certain. This is the jail if the kid misbehaved when he was in school.
Yeah.
he would be
Upstairs there are some
put
cells underneath.
in these.
These are the cells for two first, about the time 1800, 1900. The jail ended after First World War.
This jail ran until after the First World War. We had been on the Main River, and now we're on the Rhine River. And the town we're going to be in today is the Main, but I don't know the name of the town over there. I can't remember it.
You don't want that?
And the church bells are ringing. This is the City Hall, and the metal rail there is not for protection or anything. It's for sun shields, and it does we're still in the big city plaza here, main city plaza. At one time the Rhine was in through this area. They straightened the Rhine so it was now over where our boat is docked. This column was given to the city